The Passap racking mechanism can become so tight it's almost impossible to move just from sitting there over time. This one is terribly hard to move. I actually thought it was broken, but Jack says no.
The stiffness is here, but the action is here. So what we've got to do is this whole length needs to be lubricated, and racking means that one of the beds has to move. So not only do we need to do this area to get it nice and smooth and easy to operate, but we also have to get the bed where it will slide. So let's do that. If you'll notice this bed, watch it. Here's the distance.
This is the back one.
Right, back bed, watch. See the distance as it creeps down my finger? So this bed is moving.
We took the beds off of their stand for easier access.
Here's the slide portion right here, and you'll notice there's shiny spots top and bottom where this washer is rubbing. And here's another one, but we've got it all the way to one side. We're going to lubricate the gear. There's one right underneath here. So you got to look for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slide areas to lubricate.
And now show us the gear.
Here's the gear. It's a worm gear. So this handle, this rod, turns this cog, and that cog is attached to this worm gear. Now when I go the other way, I want you to watch the worm gear walk in, and you also need to lubricate where the worm gear goes through this stand right here. Now I've gone completely the other way, so I'm using
the full direction that the racking will.
Yes, I've racked all the way to what is my right now. There is also a slide area right in here under this bed clamp spot. So you have to go down up underneath this way with the silicone to do it. The rest of them are pretty easy to get to.
Or whatever lubricant you're using, I would add. And this one's pretty simple. We're using the LPS food grade silicone, but there's nothing but metal and that one nylon gear. So the lubricant that you're accustomed to using should be fine.
Yes. What we want you to notice is this is a post with a circlip and a washer. That's what slides, making the shiny spots that you see in the metal. So this is the area that we want to put the silicone or whatever lubricant you're using into. So it's not like it's bolted down. You could back it off a little bit. It's the circlip holding this post to the bed. Notice the bend in this piece of metal right here that the handle is attached to. The handle just spins on its post. But this bend has been caused because it was so stiff to try and rack, and the pressure to make this turn.
This is what we don't want to do, but it had occurred before I realized how hard I was needing to work and getting no action.
All right, now listen carefully. Hear it click?
Mm-hmm. As the gear moves.
Yeah, there's a stop spot for each position. There it is again. There it is. There it is. So I'm going to straighten this handle.
Jack actually took the handle out to his shop in order to straighten it without damage. And that's all it took. Now it's performing beautifully, rotating smoothly in both directions with a minimum of effort. But there is one more area that might require a little bit of lubrication.
Under those stops and let you go back and forth one more time. Stop there. Okay. Look right here. This is the travel stop. It's a raised area, and it has a slot that it moves in right there. There's another one on the other side, a little easier to see, but there's the stop. You can see the screwdriver hitting the edge of that square, and there's the slot it runs in. So what we did was we lubricated these slides, but I realized the whole bed has to move, so everywhere there's a hole, it wouldn't hurt to put a little bit of lubricant, and especially in these stop slide areas.
What
to
we
help
have
it.
is metal sliding on metal. The
Yes.
smoother it is, the better.
That's right.
And
This-
lube up to a point never hurts it. And really, it's not going to hurt it if you overdo it, but it may hurt your floor.
yeah, right. But again, rags, pig mats under the bed while you're using it after you've done this.
Just in case. I don't think we used it that generously.
No.
But also, it's going on an old, unimportant floor covering. If I had new carpet, I'd be carefuler.
Yes. You see, and again, here's another little spot right there. See, it's just an oval, but I'm touching the bed surface under the frame surface. So everywhere you can spray some lubrication, that is the thing to do, because it is the bed sliding on a metal frame.
Here we go. And there's the straightened out handle, ready to do its job.